Wrestling fans, Jonathan Cairns back again. In this week's episode of Red Rock Wrestling, we have a tag team grudge match. The American Patriot and Vorhees are challenged by one of the most exciting teams in all of professional wrestling, Titus and the big picture, Chris Cooke. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm joined here tonight with a man who's been stirring up quite a lot of trouble lately here in Red Rock Wrestling. Tonight he teams with a monster Vorhees, and you're going to have to deal with the big picture, Chris Cooke and Titus.
Well, it's no question that they're two supremely talented athletes. Coming into this match, I was told I'd be teaming with Riddick Stone by you, Mr. Cairns, but obviously, some things seem to change as time goes on. But you know what? I don't really mind your little swerves and your little games. You know, my partner is irrelevant. Not to speak lightly of Vorhees, he's a monster who's been on a path of destruction. But, it's Independence Day, not Codependence Day. And as far as I'm concerned, Chris Cooke and Titus, they're as good as done.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with one of the most exciting tag teams in professional wrestling, the big picture, Chris Cooke and Titus, and they have revenge on their mind. Big picture.
That's right, we have revenge on our mind, Jonathan. Last time I was here in Stratford, the American Patriot got involved in my business, and I believe he did the time before. So tonight, American Patriot, I see you got your mask creep in your corner, Vorhees. Well, I hope you came prepared, because tonight, you got the big picture and Titus looking at you on the other side of that ring.
Ever since last month's event, American Patriot, I've been getting ready. I've been getting ready to beat you up, and I'm going to send you back to the U.S., and Vorhees, we're going to send you to the graveyard, punk.
We are here in Stratford, the Town Hall Gymnasium, for another episode of Red Rock Rewind. I'm Jonathan Cairns here with Chris McDonald. We have a big tag team grudge match with the American Patriot and his partner, Vorhees, taking on Titus and the big picture, Chris Cooke. Chris McDonald, this is going to be great.
Oh, looking forward to this one, JC. You got the American Patriot here swinging that American flag around. Clearly Donald Trump's favorite wrestler right now, and teamed up with the beast, Vorhees. This is going to be a battle for the ages. You got some great talent here in the ring tonight.
That's right, four of the best wrestlers in professional wrestling today. That we see the big picture on screen, getting ready to get in the ring and lock up with these two. No love lost between the big picture and these two. Of course, the American Patriot costing Chris Cooke his chance at the Red Rock Wrestling Heavyweight Championship on our last episode of Red Rock Rewind. This week's episode of Red Rock Rewind brought to you by the Factory Cookhouse and Dance Hall. Titus and the big picture, Chris Cooke, taking on Vorhees and the American Patriot. And Zach Doyle's getting ready to ring the bell.
Here we go, getting ready for a great matchup. You got the Patriot and Titus starting things off. Get ready for a great matchup here tonight in Stratford. Another big packed house.
Absolutely, as always, as every time Red Rock Wrestling comes to Stratford Town Hall, and there is certainly no love lost between Titus and the American Patriot. These two have battled before, with the American Patriot getting a victory, and a tainted victory at that, when he struck Titus with Old Glory.
Nice big Canada chant from the crowd here in Stratford, getting under the skin of the American Patriot.
Yes, he certainly is pro-American, as his ring attire dictates. Titus getting ready to lock up here with the American Patriot. Certainly, Titus will be the more popular of the two.
Patriot trying to rally the crowd. I don't think it's going to be in his favor at all.
No, definitely not. Oh, there, the power of Titus. Ducks, couple rights, one rights. Again, Irish whip. Where's he going? Into the corner, perhaps. Reversal by the Patriot. Oh, nice elbow. Nice clothesline by Titus. Setting him up for a body slam. Nice slam. And he has him in a wrist lock. The Patriot is down on the mat. Is he going to tag into the big picture? Big picture dying to get into the ring, looking to get some revenge. Here comes Chris Cooke.
PEI's own Chris Cooke in the ring.
Absolutely. Grabs him. Again, working that. Oh, now he puts it into a shoulder lock.
You know, Chris Cooke's been waiting to get his hands on the American Patriot.
Absolutely. American Patriot costing him that opportunity at the Red Rock Wrestling heavyweight champion Lincoln Steen. And then Patriot has reversed this with a wrist lock of his own. Chris Cooke going to use his power advantage to reclaim the wrist lock.
Just wrenching on that shoulder. Oh, my God. Oh, ooh. Down to the mat. Back up
That's
again.
Power.
Oh!
Big elbow by the Big Picture. He is so powerful, Chris Cooke. And now it makes a quick tag to Titus.
Nice quick tags. These guys are working really good together.
Absolutely. Oh, high impact off the top rope. And once again, working on that left arm of the American Patriot. Good tag team wrestling by the team of Titus and the Big Picture.
Absolutely. And focusing on that left arm you mentioned. Just really working it hard. The Patriot, I mean, he's got to be feeling this big time. Definitely needs to get to the corner and tag Vorhees.
Oh, absolutely needs that big power of Vorhees in there because he is being bullied by these two. These two physically.
Cooke.
Absolutely. Here comes the Big Picture. Now they've got him in the middle.
They're playing some kind of back and forth ping pong match here with the Patriot's head.
Ping pong with the Patriot's head. I like it. And look at this. Nice side headlock. Nice takeover headlock by the Big Picture. And notice how he has his legs spread to get that balance there to make it that much harder for the American Patriot to reverse him. And then Vorhees, that monster Vorhees, just can't wait to get in there.
Titus and Cooke in full control here at the start of the match. They've been really dominating so far. So another big shoulder block taking the Patriot down to the mat.
Great shoulder block by the Big Picture, and another shoulder block using his big superior size advantage. And he is so quick for a guy 280 pounds.
I have to say, the Patriot definitely is the lesser of the two when it comes to size, but don't count him out with his technical prowess.
No, absolutely not. The American Patriot is an international wrestling star. He's been all around the world. Been to the United Kingdom several times. Now, Irish whip into the corner, setting him up for something. A double, I don't know.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Whoa! Powerful slam. Whoa. Setting him up, he could have him. Oh
my goodness! I'm surprised that Patriot didn't go right through the ring. That was a lot of power right there.
That was a lot of power, Chris. Oh, nice European uppercut by Titus, another wrestler who's wrestled all over the world. Throwing him into the ropes. Oh, Vorhees interjects himself, distracts Titus. That might be the break that the American Patriot needs, but still, Titus remains in control.
And dominating performance by Titus. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look at the Vorhees.
Now, if I was the American Patriot, I would tag in the monster Vorhees.
You want to make that tag for sure.
Absolutely. Vorhees can match size with Titus and the Big Picture, Chris Cooke. But Patriot is in control right now.
And he holds a grudge, much like America. He wants to get back here at Titus. Oh, looks like we're going to see a tag here. Yes.
Now, a first appearance of Vorhees in the ring here, and he nails Titus with a knee to the ribs. Fires him into the ropes, setting him up for powerful
big elbow to the back or to the chest there from Vorhees. Down for the pin.
Yeah, it's a two count, but he didn't hook the leg. Now he's choking. Zach Doyle's admonishing Vorhees, trying to get him to break that. And now he's stepping on the throat.
Oh my God, the style difference right away you notice big time with Vorhees in here. That's an interesting matchup or interesting pairing between Vorhees and the Patriot. Oh, and there's the Patriot with those dirty tricks from the outside.
Absolutely, and Vorhees, there's not a whole lot of scientific wrestling in Vorhees' repertoire, but a whole lot of brawling, and dives right into the back of the head of Titus, which was draped on the rope. Titus is in trouble.
Big momentum coming off the ropes there, landing on Titus in the back of the neck there with such force. But he's rallying back here, looking to try to make a comeback.
Absolutely, some nice rights by Titus. He's got Vorhees stunned, sets him up for something. Oh, Vorhees using that power is able to catch him. What's he going to do? Going to slam him perhaps.
Do anything he wants right now.
Follow away slam.
Nice.
High impact move, and Titus is in trouble. Patriot is encouraging Vorhees. Now he hooks the leg. He could have him. Ooh.
Gets the two.
Just the 2 count. Zach Doyle in position.
My name's Cowboy Mike Hughes, and I'm a professional wrestler. I've been doing this for 16 years. Kids, with all the training I've had, I still get hurt. I've broken almost every bone in my body. So we are professionals. Don't try this at school. Don't try this at home. Don't try this anywhere.
It's your heavyweight champion, Lincoln Steen, and you're watching Red Rock Wrestling.
We're back in Stratford here as the American Patriot tags in Jonathan Cairns here with Chris McDonald. And nice boot to the ribs by the American Patriot. Early in this match, it was Titus and the big picture Chris Cooke were in complete control, and now the momentum has changed, and the American Patriot and Vorhees are firmly in control right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Voorhees and the Patriot, some good presence of mind in the ring here, keeping Titus kind of in their corner. And now look at the dirty tricks coming into play again. Zach Doyle getting distracted.
I can see their strategy, Chris. They're trying to isolate Titus, keep him away from the big picture. Smart strategy by the American Patriot and Voorhees.
Crowd obviously saw what the Patriot just did, but unfortunately Zach Doyle did not. Titus laying on the ground, the subject of some double team tactics from the Patriot and Voorhees.
Absolutely. They don't like to be hard on the officials. It's not an easy job to referee professional wrestling. And is left by the American Patriot, and Titus is in trouble. Another left. And there we have the American Patriot taunting the crowd once more. Chris Cooke just dying to get in there and exact some revenge.
So close for that tag, but again, Patriot getting back on top of Titus here, just laying it to him in the corner.
Oh, absolutely. The Patriot is relentless when he gets on top, and Titus is in trouble. Now Titus reverses him in the corner. It's a nice right, another right, and now the momentum's changed. If I was Titus, I'd try to tag the big picture.
So reversal here.
Look at the agility on Titus. He's so agile for a big man.
The top.
Missed that high cross body.
Patriot had that scouted. He knew what was going on and got out of the way in a quick fashion. But again, not on top right away. Just kind of taking it easy here.
Oh, he only got a 2. He might have got a 3. He'd have been a little bit quicker to make that cover.
Those little mistakes could definitely pay.
Oh, look at that, Chris. He took a shot at the big picture. I can't believe he drew that to try to agitate the big picture.
Again, Zach Doyle's falling for these tricks here. He keeps focusing on getting Chris Cooke back out of the ring here. And in the meanwhile, you've got Voorhees and the Patriot double teaming on Titus.
Voorhees just doing what he does best, is maul people, choke people, and shake and pound on people. This guy is a dangerous, dangerous man. Setting him up for something, maybe a backbreaker or a side suplex. Oh, big backbreaker, and that hurts. It hurts a lot. Now, what's
kind of an unconventional pin there, but Zach Doyle went to go count that, but then Voorhees got up again. What is Voorhees doing here?
I have no idea what Voorhees is doing. I never have any idea what Voorhees is doing.
Look at this, the big man.
Top rope.
All the way to the top.
Gets this, it could be over. Ooh!
Diving headbutt.
This is the break that Titus needs.
Absolutely. Both men laid out flat on the ground here. They need to get up. Chris Cooke trying to rally Titus, get him to the tag. I'm sure the Patriot would love to tag in as well off of Voorhees. But who's going to get up first here?
Absolutely. Chris Cooke's trying to rally the fans behind Titus, and it's going to be a race here. Who can make the tag first? Both these men are in trouble. Voorhees may just have knocked himself out, I don't know, but he's certainly out of the match at the moment. It looks like Titus is a bit closer, but if he can make that tag to the American Patriot, he is so quick. He gets it. Big tag to the big picture. All right, now this is going to be, now we're hitting power here. Nice clothesline by the big picture. Another clothesline by the big picture. Big elbow. And the big picture going for the pin. Could he get it?
Gets the 2.
2 count. Big picture is looking for some revenge.
Some explosive action here when these tags were made. Chris Cooke and both the Patriot just dying to get back into the ring here, but Chris Cooke getting that upper hand and just tossing the Patriot around. Oh,
nice reversal by the American Patriot. An elbow right to the face. And a nice reverse elbow by the big picture. Setting him down. Go for the pin. Oh, he gets it too.
2 again.
And now he tags in Titus. And high cross body. Can he get this? Zach Doyle out of position. Oh, just a 2 count. Had Zach Doyle been in position, we just might have got that 1, 2, 3.
Now it's just a free-for-all. What's going on here?
All 4 men in the ring right now. Let's see what's going to happen. Titus is laying into Voorhees. The American Patriot is all over the big picture. Oh, but
Chris Cooke back out of the ring here. I mean, who's the legal man right now?
I've lost track, Chris McDonald, who the legal man is, but they're double teaming Titus at the moment, setting him up for something. Oh, no, he's got that flag again. No, I don't want to see this again. No. Oh, turnabout's fair play. He hits Voorhees with that flag. Titus throws the American Patriot out. What are they going to do now? Now it's 2-on-1.
2-on-1.
A little bit of payback by the big picture and Titus. Setting him up for that picture. Perfect. Double-handed chokeslam. He's got it. Cover that, man. Chris Cooke. Oh, what's we to see? Titus is going to the top rope. If Titus hits that, it's going to be all over. Big elbow.
Huge elbow. Driven right into the throat of Voorhees. And it's over, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, big win here for Chris Cooke and Titus.
Excellent tag team action here at the Stratford Town Hall Gymnasium. The big picture, Chris Cooke and Titus, one of the best tag teams in professional wrestling today with a big victory.
I like that pairing of the Patriot and Vorhees. It was a great combo. Unfortunately, they couldn't pull it off here tonight. Maybe had Riddick Stone been the man in the place of Voorhees?
We'll never know. We'll never know, Chris McDonald. Maybe that would have been a smarter move, but I'm sure the Patriot had... What's he doing now? The Patriots... Oh, he took out Chris Cooke's knee. Chris Cooke has a history of knee problems. Oh, once again to the throat with that flag. He injured Titus earlier this season with that flag again. And he was laid out both of these guys.
Unreal. You talk about, I mentioned earlier, holding a grudge and not letting anything pass. He just laid the flag over top of Titus. How disrespectful. That's
a terrible, terrible thing to do. He's knocked Titus out cold, and he has put the Star-Spangled Banner over the fallen Titus.
A mocking salute over top of Titus.
This is disgraceful, disgraceful. And there goes the American Patriot. May have lost the battle, but he may win the war.
Well, you definitely know that this isn't over. This isn't over by a long shot. I mean, this match might have been done initially, put together to settle a score here, but I think there's more to come.
Wrestling fans, I'd like to take a moment here to thank our many sponsors here at Red Rock Wrestling. Without our sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you the finest professional wrestling you'll find anywhere. The Factory, Dance Hall and Cookhouse, Q93, our media sponsor, KKP Quick Copy Printing, Naturally Fit, 166 St. Peter's Road, The Tech Guru, McDougall Steel Erectors, Mike Bernard Photography. Without such great sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you the best in professional wrestling you're going to find anywhere.
Just simple passion for it, I guess. I've been watching it since I'm like 4 years old. Me and my cousins and my buddies. So yeah, it started from there, just watching it and then obsessing with it really, like just watching Raw every week, following the pay-per-views and then trying to mimic the moves and all this. And then eventually I came across the Grand Prix Wrestling School and I enrolled in it. And here I am today, 10 years later, still doing it.
It's all I've ever wanted to do.
Friends, they dragged me in, kicking and screaming. Wasn't the best choice in regards to my mother, but she's a big fan now.
It's weird when I don't have a story like growing up watching it like most people do with being a little kid. I was like 13 years old and it was on TV one night. I just kind of turned it on. I was like, this is interesting. It was Bubba Ray Dudley versus Kurt Angle. It was the first match I ever seen. I still remember it. I just liked the aggression, I guess. Like I always knew, it's whatever you want to call it. But I always respected the athletic ability of all the wrestlers. I always enjoyed the crowd reaction. That was always a big one for me. So when I was old enough and I noticed that there was wrestling school around, I was like, oh, for sure, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to go do this. And it just kind of took me from there.
What got me into professional wrestling was basically I looked like a professional wrestler, so a promoter approached me and we started from there.
I got into wrestling because I was a lifelong fan. I loved watching wrestling and the desire to wrestle never faltered. I was 4 years old when my mother asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said a professional wrestler. I just don't think I ever grew up. Never changed my mind. Got finished playing competitive sports and was like, what else can you compete in? It's being better than another man in the ring. Night after night, because wrestling is awesome.
Actually, that's a long answer, that one. Edge and Christian, I met them at a gym, and Glenn Kolka, and they encouraged me to get into pro wrestling. Always being a fan growing up, I've watched wrestling since I was a kid with my father, and then never thought I had the opportunity, but I met those guys, and they encouraged me to get into pro wrestling.
My father told me when I was born, he took me home, set me on the bed, turned on wrestling, and I've been watching it ever since.
Love of comic books. I've been a huge comic book fan my entire life, and I consider wrestling the very physical depiction of a comic book. Bright costumes, big guys fighting each other with special moves. It's a comic book.
I got into professional wrestling when I was 10 years old. My father trained under Trash Canyon, and ever since then I fell in love with the business.
For me, it was about the same age. I think I was in grade 5, and just a bunch of my friends were really into it and decided to start watching it. Was just hooked ever since.
got me into professional wrestling. I was 2 years old. My dad, you know, he was big on the wrestling. He loved it. He wanted me to get involved. I was an acrobatic kind of guy. I was involved in cheerleading, and I also did Taekwondo. So he said, you know, you should definitely try to chase your dream. So I did, and I definitely, now here I am in the middle of the square circle. So.
I'm here with one of the most imposing men in all of professional wrestling, Brody Steele. Tonight, Brody Steele, you're challenged by Cooke Obey.
Who's Cooke Obey?
He's your opponent tonight.
Who's Cooke Obey?
Red Rock wrestling star from Lévis, Quebec.
I don't know who he is, but he's going to find out in a few minutes who I am.
Try it again! Try it again!
Next week on Red Rock Rewind, it's the monster Brody Steele takes on the sensation from Lévis, Quebec, Cooke Obey.